Greetings, everyone. I am Fat Steven, and this is a small update related to the limited run games. Current drama related to the Dead Space remake. And first things first, I want to come back and say, as a correction on myself, I might have given the impression that they are handling the Dead Space remake, and that is not the case. They are handling the collector's edition for Dead Space remake. So I'm going to make that clear. I can own my mistakes or whether or not an impression is given off wrongly. I read the comments and I did reply, putting a note in there and pinning one. But hey, sometimes just saying it out loud means, hey, you can move on and people know that you messed up and you accepted it. Mistakes happen all the time. But without going too into detail with that, I have an update related to this. And I find this humorous because it falls under two things. That person that made all those complaints, all of a sudden now, their whole Twitter is gone. Not only that, they blocked me, first of all, due to the fact I found a lovely image of the supposed person that you've probably seen going around. And it's mind-boggling. It really is mind-boggling that we go back and this is the person right here, Purple Tinker. And I thought, yeah, like I said, I thought Dead Space remake, I thought bronies were friendly. Don't look very friendly. You got a whole inclusive My Little Ponies behind you, and you're a founder of BronyCon, and you're just going out there canceling people based off Twitter followers. And then you run and hide. You first protect your tweets. You then block people, as I can prove right here. And then they disappear from Twitter. So when it comes to cancel culturists, or cultists as I call them, you never have to bend the knee. Corporations need to learn this in general. Because when it comes down to everything that's been going on here, even limited run games is at fault right now. And the reason why I say this is because limited run posted that. Sorry, I don't want to see that. Let's just go to limited run games quickly. There you are, right here. Limited run games. Here we go. LRG respects all opinions. However, we remain committed to supporting an inclusive culture. That's a lie. Upon investigating the situation, an employee was terminated. Our goal as a company is to continue to foster a positive and safe environment for everyone. You cannot promise that. It is not how it works. You can promise a workplace where people keep their personal crap at the door, but you also shouldn't be firing them for their personal crap outside that door, and that's where you messed up. So this came out, right, and they got a whole corporate of replies. Like, they're at 4.7 million views, and like, the thing is, they then limited the replies because of criticism. Safe and inclusive also means for your employees being able to have their own opinions, point of views, likes, interests without the fear of cancellation. You do realize this, right? If they didn't say or do anything harmful, why go to such lengths? You can't please everyone, especially professional offended on Twitter, aka cancel culturists. They are a mob, they are a virus, and they're only out for one thing: power, attention, and then they move on and do it to the next group of people or persons, and they never stop. And then when they get called out and they get that attention, but not in the way they wanted, they run away, as we've seen with their whole Twitter account nuking themselves. This is hypocritical in itself for limiting replies. If you respect everyone's opinions, why are you limiting replies? If you're going to take a stance and go and do something that you think is right based off your standards of a workplace, why limit the replies? It shows not only cowardice, it shows a lack of any type of solidification when it comes to the wordings in this tweet in general. And now we're seeing readers added context so you people may want to know. LRG respects all opinions, yada yada. Limited run games apparently fired their community manager for activity on her Twitter account. Going back to 2016, that's how far this person complaining digged. Like, that's nuts. Sources say that she followed controversial people, based off of one person's bias, and others took exception to that. Also, for supposedly saying, I can't wait for the Harry Potter game, like the Hogwarts Legacy. I think that's another big turmoil that's going on around here. People are attacking everyone for it because of my standards. And I'm using air quotes with my fingers right now. None of the sources point to a specific act that merited her being let go, because there was no legit merit for letting them go. All they saw was someone threaten money, and they reacted, and they reacted badly. That is my opinion. This is my opinion of sanity. And I will go back to my previous statement of the previous video. I will not give them a cent towards that collector's edition. I was looking forward to it. Honestly, that helmet looked badass. I would have worn that and done a Dead Space stream and had fun. Well, you wouldn't see me, but you would have heard me. But limited run games, you literally attached a nonsensical drama to the title, is what I was meaning to say. It's like the way we look at Disney Marvel or Kurtzman Trek or Disney Star Wars. We no longer see Star Wars. We no longer see Star Trek. We see the names attached behind it, like Paramount. And we look at this as a virus because we've seen how much hostility these corporations have thrown at us, telling us to accept it. And if we're critical of it, we're automatically ist, phobe, or we're playing Yahtzee with our other Yahtzee friends, hoping we win the game. And that's not how it works. You don't get to insult your customer base because the criticism coming back is not what you expected. Inclusivity can be done without throwing it in your face. You don't get to demand respect from people when you show no respect in return. And when it comes to cancel culturists, my bad, my mouth and my brain are really fast right now, you're never going to win with them because they don't think from a logical point of view. They think from an emotional point of view. And it's easier to be a professionally offended person or a professional victim than it is to be a person to accept an opposite opinion and an opposite point of view and move on in your life realizing it's not going to affect me. It's not going to stop me breathing. It's not going to stop me being able to eat food or any of the such. So when you run into personas like Purple Tinker or the ones that went after Gina Carano or all of those types, you never got any iota to ever bend the knee to these types of people because you can never please them. They will never be pleased. They always want more. They will always try to take more. They don't see the consequences of their actions. They only see that they have done what they thought was right in an activism standpoint, and then they move on and do it to someone else. So that's the small update really here. It's more of a personal opinion as well as showing everything else. Limited run, you messed up big time. You did. You got the feedback that was deserved. You got the criticism that was deserved. For every action we are raised to learn this, there is going to be either a reaction or a consequence, whether it be positive or negative. So you can either be like Purple Tinker and run away when you get called out in not the format you expect, or you can keep your mouth shut, worry about your own life, and move the heck on. Because at the end of the day, it's their personal life. Unless it's physically or mentally harming you with abuse or some type of inability to function, leave it the hell alone. We've had an exceptional amount in the last, I'm going to say 2 years, of people going at each other's throats based off opposite opinions, opposite likes, opposite dislikes. And then no longer can you accept those and be friends. You are now the enemy and being forced to choose a side. No one gets to dictate that. I kind of ranted off a little bit. I do apologize. But that's about it. To other corporations out there and companies out there, don't be limited run games. Don't do this. This is a prime example. That's a good way to nullify your customer base, not only for the product of, let's say, attached to the Dead Space remake, but to any future products. It also makes your whole workforce terrified that you're having people out there going through your years of history just trying to cancel you over a tweet that doesn't agree with their points of views, their values. It doesn't work like that. No human is exactly the same. As for Purple Tinker, stick to BronyCons, please. Because what you did, you know what you did, and it wasn't right. A lot of people agree it's not right. We can just move the hell on. We can all move the hell on. It shouldn't cost us our friends. Shouldn't cost us our family. It shouldn't cost us the future in which we can meet people and build friendships and relationships that could benefit us in the future. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you for watching, listening. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. I am Fat Steven. You know where to find me on this channel because it's my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, all that robotic stuff if you want to. If you want to. And I hope to see you in a live stream in the future. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Just be human. That's all we all are. It's really easy.